Right, so I had a little go at these nuts here, and they both came off, started moving without really any effort at all. There's one little guy back here. There you go, that'll do there. I probably need a swan neck to access him, or a very little socket. So I'm going to give the 1/4 inch a go and see if I get anywhere with that. So, I think the plan of action, I've got all the nuts off here. Yeah, I'm getting a new turbo, I'm getting a new exhaust system, manifolds, the only thing staying the same out of those lines, turbo, exhaust, all new. So I think I'm just going to remove the lines, take the turbo off. Well, first I've got to get underneath, take some bracket off. Once I've got the bracket off, turbo's off, lines off. Shit, powered stuff in front. This is my exhaust system in here, so that's going to be nice. It's all 3-inch. Right, so mission, get lines off. I need pliers, that's too hard to do with my hands. Right, so you probably can't see it all that well, but I've managed to get the exhaust manifold off, the turbo off. I didn't film it because it was very messy. What I ended up doing was getting the stud nuts off. I then couldn't get the I couldn't get the manifold off because the exhaust was on, so I tried to take the downpipe flanges off, and the one that's underneath I couldn't access because there's a steering rat and the oil filter there, and I couldn't, it was really difficult to get it off, and I ended up rounding the nut on it, so ruining it anyway. And then I had to angle grinder the rest of the exhaust. I had to cut the downpipe off with an angle grinder, so that I could get it out through here. Ended up having to take the turbo off of the manifold before getting it out. So I took the turbo off, took the lines off, and there's some of them still floating around, this and this, and the oil return line is sort of chilling here. So I'm gonna get some gloves on, and the next tasks are to get the rocker cover off. This is loose, so I'll then take that off. But first I need to work out how to pry the tensioner. Obviously it needs to be loosened first, but yep, let's go. 10mm. Probably the same idiot that did the oil. It's because they didn't have a gasket. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Well, I've got one now. So I took this out, just undid this a bit. So now I should be able to pull the intake. I'm going to fold away a little bit. Yeah. Toughest zip ties ever made. Here's the exhaust, cut up, and well, some bits were taken off, other bits were cut off. I mean, that's quite plainly been sliced by myself. There's a lot of oil around the the compressor housing. Not so much. I'm not sure what that's about, but otherwise, pretty good. Right, I've injured myself. Go back. Well, insert manifold's off. I'm holding it with a metal coat hanger. You can just see there. Which I don't care. It works. So I finally decided to put gloves on because I keep hurting myself. Basically. That's that done. Next step is to order the new seats for the bigger valve springs, and then yeah, take it from there. So here are all the valve springs, the valves and the buckets all sitting here in order. Hopefully I don't mess up the order. And I'm hoping as well that in handling I haven't damaged any of the buckets. Spin it around. No chance. No chance. I'm just gonna write that down. Centre, and then going to order the new shims. Well, then I'm going to take the camshaft off, sorry.
Two hours later.
The next is 60, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, now I'm going up to 110 Newton meters. See if I can even do this without an extension. Head in. Done. So, I have a little bit of a problem with the steering rack hitting the downpipe. So, a bit of a blowtorch, a bit of hammering, and it's ready to go in. There's plenty of clearance now, I've checked before. I think I'm going to use these as a little aid because these aren't locking, so I'll just use these to hold it on, and then I've got some lock nuts which I will spin on afterwards. I just want to hold this in place.